Eric Forrester was rendered conscious on Friday's cliffhanger episode of Bold and the Beautiful when Brooke Logan read aloud a passage from the Bible. Fans of B&B are raving about Brooke's recent obsession with the Bible. She has now mentioned something from the excellent book twice. On Friday's B&B, Eric Forrester, John McCook, did more than just blink. When he awoke from his unconscious sleep, his loved ones were gathered in a room. In fact, he spoke for the first time until Thorsten Kaye's character, Ridge Forrester, begged him to. Brooke watched, her fists grasping the Bible. However, did you notice the worry on Jackie McSinswood's Wood's, Steffy Forrester, face during last week's episode of Bold and the Beautiful? She appeared to notice that Eric Forrester was having trouble deciphering the faces that were staring back at him. Nevertheless, Ridge's request for his father to speak up was the clearest hint. It appeared as though Eric was at a loss for words. He scanned the room and his attention was drawn to a Christmas decoration. Eric seems to be inspired by that to utter his first words on Bold and Beautiful, "Happy Christmas." Now that Eric is conscious and able to respond, does he recognize his identity or the identities of all the people encircling his bed? There's a hint that he might not, from the incident in the hospital when he scanned the room before offering his Christmas greeting. Catherine Kelly Lang's character Brooke Logan was given a Bible in Bold and the Beautiful. She discovered Stephanie Forrester's Susan Flannery Bible. Brooke took a seat in Eric's living room and began reading the passage from the book that her late mother-in-law had highlighted. That incident occurred earlier this week, and fans of Bold and the Beautiful took to social media to discuss it. Many thought that B&B was being quite funny about this. For many admirers, it was humorous to witness Brooke read from the good book after all of her nasty activities. What they were witnessing left others in disbelief. Brooke Logan was chosen by Bold and the Beautiful among all the possible candidates to perform a Bible verse. The majority of admirers don't seem to think Brooke was the first one to perform this kind deed. For a humorous look at her reading of the Bible, see the tweet below. Some perceived it as a brief moment of humor interspersed with a protracted and tedious plot. However, some hoped that this wasn't a sign that Brooke was making a change in her life and embarking on a new mission, carrying a Bible with her wherever she went. Eric struggled to draw in his first few breaths on his own, so Brooke Logan's reading from the Bible was brief. However, his countenance became a confused expression as soon as he opened his eyes. Furthermore, it appeared as though Steffi noticed the expression on Eric Forrester's face when the Bold and the Beautiful camera panned around the room. It appeared as though Eric Forrester was having difficulty identifying his surroundings, including the faces of his loved ones, as he fought to find something to say. Despite this, he did offer Jennifer Gareis's character, Donna Logan, a squeeze when she asked him to make a sign. She was still holding his hand, though. Therefore, Eric had the option to give a squeeze to anyone who occurred to have his hand in theirs at that moment. That being said, would Ridge Forrester's biggest dread materialize when Bold and the Beautiful premieres the following week? He was concerned that his father would change into someone his family wouldn't recognize following this experimental treatment. A full recovery is still up in the air on the CBS soap opera until Eric Forrester looks a family member in the eye and says their name.